days again for myself. So welcome everybody to All Stars and Stripes Heroes Connection. Let's see, record. Okay, perfect. We are going here. So this is a group for you.
Angela, you're muted. You're muted. We can't.
Angela, try again.
Muted.
There you go.
Okay, welcome everybody to All Stars and Stripes Heroes Connection. This is a place for military veterans, first responders, their families, advocates, or anybody who wants to do business to business networking with us. Even if you're not a veteran, you are welcome here. And I had somebody ask me, they said, well, I was only in for 4 months and I got medically discharged, honorably discharged. I was like, they're like, am I still a veteran? Yes. If you signed the dotted line, to me, in my mind, someone is a veteran if they committed to serving, even if they got out. So, but like I said, you don't have to be a veteran to be welcome here. So for the next 50 something minutes, we start each meeting with a moment of silence, and then we'll have the Pledge of Allegiance, have a kind of special national anthem picked out for us today. I'll again go over really quickly what the Scuttlebutt.club is, and then we'll have our business briefs, which will be led by our co-host, Miss Terry Moore, my dear friend. And then we have our hero highlight, and our spotlight speaker is let's see, is Jay here? Oh, yay, Jay's here. So he's actually going to include that in his presentation, Santa Papa John. So when you do his time, just you'll give him like 17 minutes. So I'll verify that in just a minute here. And then we close with an inspirational thought and announcements and reminders. So let's get started with a brief moment of silence. Now, I just sent up a flare prayer of thanks for our airmen being rescued over the weekend on Easter, no less. That was amazing. Now for the Pledge of Allegiance, if you're able to stand, this is a good time to do that. Oh, you know what? I need to make sure that I am sharing the sound. Just give me 1 second. Stop share. And then I'll reshare. Click my little button. Okay, now you should be able to hear the sound.
Yeah.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And then now for our national anthem. This was from the launch of Artemis 2.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we walked
So am I the only one here who is following?
A beautiful rendition.
Artemis?
Honestly, I'm a little emotional, a little speechless.
Yeah, that was gorgeous.
Yeah.
I thought somebody here was saying that. Okay, so if you go to the scuttlebutt.club, this is what it would look like on their computer or on your computer. That is where people will go to register for the Zoom link, and make sure when you invite people to let them know to use their the email that they have their Zoom account set up with, not their Alignable account. There's a meeting agenda, and we kind of went over that already. And now I am going to stop here, stop sharing so we can all see each other. And I turn this part of the meeting over to our faithful co-host, Terry Moore, and Santa Papa John. Santa Papa John is our timer, so you can actually see the timer in his little window. It also should pop up on the corner of your Zoom window as well. But if you go over your 60 seconds, it will give you a little happy little jingle. Terry, you can explain more.
Hannah, you have your hand up. Did you mean to keep your hand up? No. Okay. I just want to make sure we answer your questions.
Hitting
Okay,
the wrong
so-
buttons to set up the timer, Terry.
Yeah, so just keep an eye on Santa, and he has the timer set there, and you'll have 60 seconds to share who you are, what you do, and how we can help you with referrals. So I'm going to start with Mary Ann.
Well, good morning, everyone. Here's a couple of statistics, or afternoon, I should say, that you may not be aware of. Do you know that over the last 50 years, life-threatening birth defects have increased by 100%? Genital deformities in baby boys have increased 122%. Asthma's gone up more than 80%. Leukemia in children has gone up more than 74%. And ADHD cases have gone up more than 53%. It's not always about fixing the problem you have right now. Many times it's about preventing the problems that are going to show up if you don't make changes to what you're doing right now. And that's physically and financially. So this month, I'm also looking for some people who don't necessarily want to start another business, but they would love to make $1,000 or more this month and another 1,000 or two over the next couple of months. I'd love an introduction to some of them. Mary Ann Guinea, helping you live safer, smarter, and healthier.
Thank you so much. Let's go with Giselle.
Hello, everyone. Who here knows anything about stem cells? Stem cells are your repair system. And what we need is to repair our body. And so who do you know is struggling with any kind of joint issue, scheduled for surgery, bone on bone? My husband 2 years ago was supposed to have surgery, and can't keep this man still. He's going and going. And I'll tell you, these products work. My cousin with fibromyalgia, no more flare-ups for 2 years. Her son-in-law, neuropathy, is healing. It's been better day after day after day. We have children with autism, Asperger's. I mean, the list just goes on. Your repair system is what you need to take care of all these health issues. And as we age, they deplete. So this is an all-natural plant-based product that stimulates your own bone marrow to release your stem cells. Happy to give you more info. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Let's go with Mary. Welcome, Mary.
Thank you. Leo, I am Money Coach Mary, RN. I am a nurse by education and a coach by calling. I serve adults who are successful, who make good money, but still feel that financial pinch. I help them develop systems, structures, and accountability so their money actually works for them. I have developed a 6-session online self-paced curriculum geared at the young adult, like 17 to 24, to help them learn how to, it's called Adult with Dollars. So it gets a hold of them and lets them know how to handle their money before the credit card companies get a hold of them. So many of us were caught in that, hey, I turned 18, but I don't know how to use my money. I was one of those. So God called me to do this, and here I am. I am Money Coach Mary, RN. I am looking to connect with anybody.
Thank you, Mary. Welcome. Let's go with D. Where's D?
Hello, everyone. My name's D. Anthony. Everybody just calls me D, obviously. And this is my first time here, so I'll try to make this quick. I have two pillars that I'm working under. I just posted them in the chat. One is Matora Solutions. We're an IT-based advisory firm focused on the federal sector as a service-disabled veteran-owned small business. And the other is River Run Digital, which is more people-based. It's really geared towards finding displaced and unemployed and new veterans who have left service, find work in the trades or upskill their digital skills, and also find businesses within those trades that are wanting to hire them. And so we work with trade schools, we work with businesses, and we work with individuals that want to upskill themselves for the new environment.
Thank you, Dee. Okay, let's go with Natalie.
Good afternoon. I am in health and wellness with the Shackley Corporation. And in addition to all those statistics that Mary Ann gave, infertility and a lot of other things are on the rise as well. And I would say that I would like you to think about the products that you use in your home. For instance, in the UK, they ban over 1,000 chemicals, and a lot of different countries have different things that they ban. The United States bans 11. So that means you have no idea when you're buying your food, your skincare, your home cleaners, what's in them, what they're doing to you, unless you buy from a company that's reputable. And Shackley guarantees that we ban 2,500 chemicals from all of our skincare, and likewise 350 tests on every raw ingredient. You're getting a good, something safe, something worth, and something clean. Love to talk to you about it. Thank you.
Thanks, Natalie. Let's go with Ruben.
Thank you, everybody. I'm an artist, a retired veteran. I paint with veterans. They paint to heal. I paint to market. So I try to show them how to promote their artwork on Instagram. I create digital business card landing pages for realtors and contractors. So what you'll see is a link to the Instagram. If you have an Instagram account, all you got to do is click that link and it'll take you right to my artwork that I show the vets. In addition to that, if you like what you see, I'd really appreciate a Google review. I designed a Google review landing page that I can teach you how to do it for your business, also in the chat. And thank you very much for all the newcomers to our great group here. Thank you.
You're definitely the networker connector, so thank you for bringing everybody here sometimes. Okay, let's go with Mike.
Just playing. What do you think? Light or no light?
Light.
Light.
Okay, you got it. Well, this way you can see my banner back there says certified world-class speaking coach. I don't have to tell you what I do. But I'm from a speaking coach, I ought to say something, right? Listen, if you're in business, then you're in the business of promoting your business. And I run into a lot of solopreneurs who have the same problems with messaging. Either people don't understand what the product or service is. Like I say, the solution people think is, I know, the faster I talk, the sooner they'll understand it. That doesn't go over too well. Otherwise, the problem is people might understand it, but they don't see the value in it. Or the real problem that people don't always have faith in a solo business owner. And again, that's not your fault, but it is your responsibility. And that's where I come in as a speaking coach. Got 5 seconds left. I want to invite you to my next workshop, Storytelling for Solopreneurs. I'll put the invite in the chat. I want world peace.
You want world peace? We all do, Mike. We all do. Okay, let's go with Barry.
Good afternoon, folks. Barry Street from South Florida. I am in the health and wellness industry, and I deal with technologies from Japan. Our flagship is in restructured water. Let me share with you that Shan Stratton, who is a nationally known nutritionist to the NFL and also to Major League Baseball, made a unique statement recently that said this: the missing link for most people's health is that they don't understand that there's a difference between nutrient consumption and nutrient absorption. The reason is most people are not hydrated. Therefore, what they put in their mouth comes out the other end and never gets used by the body because they're unhydrated and the body cannot use those nutrients. I am a testimony. 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer. I wasn't here last week as I was coming back from Orlando, and I got the report is they can't find cancer.
Yes, that's great, Barry. Okay, let's go with Santa.
Too many buttons to click here, but I'll carry on. Hey, folks, how we doing? It's exciting. It's Life Lesson Monday. What does that mean? Well, I've started a new series to go along with my wonderful stories. Simple 40-second life lessons. You know, it's important to hug somebody, but it's just as important to ask permission first. Folks, I have another total website for our wonderful veterans. Thank you all for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice. How I created this other website was I was sick and tired of hearing veterans tell me I am on the waiting list. Well, we got to do better. I'm not saying the VA does a bad job. They sometimes have blinders on. So my website has a list of services, scholarships, and meetings for our veterans, and soon to have discounts for our veterans. And another big one, Ruben, 200,000 views on my YouTube channel last Thursday.
Wow. That's
Son of Bob
awesome.
John, carry on, Terry.
That's awesome. Okay, let's go with Peter.
Thank you. I'm going to try to be real quick. We are Kayonza Global Network. We are a charity in the ether. We specialize in learning, sharing, and teaching sustainable agriculture to those who farm by hand. My relationship with the veteran community is I'm looking for various specialists to be able to help us with that. And come the 16th of this month, we're doing two events that are open and public. One is a morning meet and greet at 9:30 a.m. And the other is a fireside chat live stream, sort of a town hall at 8:30 in the evening. And I'll put the information in chat. I just want to commend all of you for this being a very special room. I enjoy coming here on the Mondays. So thank you.
Thank you, Peter. Okay, Mary, you have your hand up. Okay. All righty, let's go with Greg.
Have you ever seen a pet lose its spark as it ages? Hello, I'm Greg, and I'm an author, a veteran, and I'm with a company called More Mito, and I'm passionate about helping people and their pets thrive at the cellular level. I'm also on a mission to help rescue horses from slaughter. So, thank you.
Great mission, Greg. All right, let's go with Dan.
All right. Oh, okay. I'm new. I'm a Army veteran, former counterintelligence agent. I want you to think for a moment, the tires on your car, what happens when one of them's out of balance? It doesn't go around very well, or if you try to go fast, it just gets worse. So what I do is I help business owners align their time, money, and energy with their purpose in life and their personal mission to achieve their goals faster. The result's always been increase in personal wealth. Most important, the increase in relationships with family and then I help them protect their legacy. Also help them in business funding, help them get all the tax deductions they're supposed to so they can keep more of their hard-earned money. And I used to work with 80,000 financial services reps over the last 33 years. And we've developed a referral system for warm market referrals to help them go from just a handful to one guy even did over 1,000 warm market leads within 30 days. And I'd be happy to share that with anybody if they're interested. Help out my fellow veterans.
Okay, thanks, Dan. Welcome. Jay, do you want to give us a sneak peek of what you want to talk about, or you want me to just keep rolling?
Sure. Just real quick, I represent a company called Marketplace Global. We're in the wellness space, and we're focused on foundational health and also supporting the process of dealing with those chronic conditions that plague 75 to 80% of our population. So that's it in a nutshell.
Okay, well, we look forward to hearing from you in just a few minutes. My name is Terry Moore, and I'm all about helping individuals remove those limiting self-beliefs that they had listened to most of their life and probably are possibly still stuck. I'm also a speaker, so I'm looking for speaking engagements all around the United States. I speak both virtual and online. I'm sorry, virtual and in person. And so if you know of any church leaders, anything like that, I would love to have their information along with event planners that I'm looking for as well. So I am from Greensboro, North Carolina, and I'm also a best-selling author of a book called Face to Face with God, My Best Friend. And I have a workshop coming up April 23rd for the women, and it's called Courage on Fire, Living the Passion That You Desire. And all the information is in the chat. You can register straight to Eventbrite, and I'll share at the end as well, just to reiterate things. So I'm going to turn it over to our fearless leader now, Angela.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Terry. You did a fantastic job as always. And everybody here did great staying within their time. And I'm not going to take a lot of time myself. I just am here to say that I teach people how money works, all those things that we wish we'd known when we were graduating high school or college and nobody ever taught us those things. But I also have several other tools in my tool belt that I can help people with, including helping you get your estate in order. I'm a Legal Shield associate, or if you need to get your business legal system in place, I can help with that as well. And all of your end of life paperwork, power of attorney, all of those things. And then I also do help people with business lending. To also help them in their finance department. So I help with all those things. And mainly I want to say I would like to have a one-to-one with everyone here. My calendar is kind of limited right now, but it doesn't matter. Just get on there and let's get a one-to-one scheduled. And I am going to back to sharing my screen with y'all. So our hero highlight, Jay is going to be talking about his dad, who was a World War II, right? He was a tail gunner. Is that right? Okay. And you're including that in your presentation, right? Or do you want to talk about him now?
No, I'll just talk about him first.
Let's give you a couple minutes to talk about him. And also, you mentioned that your daughter served as well.
That's correct. Not a whole lot to say about Dad. In his service, he was a tail gunner in a B-24 bomber in World War II. He was deployed to England for a time during the World War II. He, I think, next actually never did fly any missions over Europe. Which might be a good thing because it could be that I wouldn't be here had he put himself in harm's way. But as you can see from his gear there, he was up in the air, and so we all appreciated those guys in World War II. And yes, my daughter was in the Air National Guard for 6 years. She was deployed to the Middle East twice, and that was in the years right after 9/11. In fact, when she was in one of her training camps, was when 9/11 hit, and that was a really big wake-up call for her because we had been at peace for a while, and all of a sudden she realized that, oh my goodness, this could get serious. But even though she did have to dash under her desk for some uh, scud bombs coming their way, she came back home and rejoined our life here. So that's our family military history.
Awesome. And you can definitely see the family resemblance there with your dad. He's a handsome young man. Thank you. We appreciate your family's service. So Jay is our speaker today. Jay has a background in hypnosis, which I found very interesting, and is in wellness. So I'm not going to take away from his time to talk to us, but let me stop sharing. Do you have a screen to share, Jay?
I don't.
That's fine. Santa Papa John, can you throw him 15 minutes on the clock, please? And you can use all of it or as much as you need. So
okay, thanks.
All right, Jay, thank you so much. Go take it away.
Okay, so yeah, I had a wellness practice for 12 years, and I had three modalities. One was hypnotherapy. I also was trained in biomagnetism, which you could think of as acupuncture, but with magnets instead of needles. And then I also was certified in heart math, which I'm sure at least a few of you are familiar with. So some ways to use the science around heart to calm yourself down. So I actually closed that office this past December, and now I'm marketing products that happen to be very much in alignment with what I was doing with my clients, particularly around the vagus nerve. And one of the products, I'm going to present two products. There are star products, and I've already mentioned Fix in here, PHIX. That's been our star product for the last 2 years, and it's all about activating the vagus nerve. And then there's another product that launched actually just a week and a half ago. And I wanted to include that. And that's part of why I don't have any slides is I didn't have time to incorporate that. And I really did want to. But the second product is called Vericel. And both of these products are really about communication in the body. You can have the nutrients that you need, but if you don't have the communication going on, you're still not going to have that real foundational health that you need. So, and as I also mentioned in my really brief, short comment, both of these products are really good in supporting a person's effort if they've got chronic conditions. Now, I have to say, as many of us have to say, these products do not heal anything. They do not heal anything. They support our natural body's ability to heal itself. That's what they do. It's a support product. So I think everybody gets that, but we always have to make sure that people do understand that. So the Fix supports the communication through the vagus nerve. And of course, the vagus nerve not only is responsible for taking us out of that fight or flight sympathetic state to parasympathetic. And if you're in that fight or flight mode, that's survival mode, and you really don't heal very well in that mode. Unfortunately, most of our population, that's where they are most of the time, just because we live in a very stressful society. So the vagus nerve moves us back into that parasympathetic healing mode. And then it's the master communication network. The vagus nerve goes to 1,100 different points in the body. and all that messaging comes up to the brain, so the brain can be essentially the conductor of the process. And that is conducting all of the operations and functions that need to happen for us to stay in homeostasis. And unfortunately, because of inflammation and a number of other problems, many of us have vagus nerve functioning that's not optimized. And so this product activates that vagus nerve. Incidentally, interestingly enough, it does so by basically a simple process. It's an extract from the hops flower plant called the bitter acids, and that's what activates the vagus nerve. And that's all that's in there, pure water and those bitter extracts. In addition to activating the vagus nerve and opening up that system for maximum communication, one of the things that it does is facilitate the metabolizing of the visceral fat. And the visceral fat is not that squishy stuff that you can squeeze with your fingers that causes us to look ways that we don't want to look, but the visceral fat is actually internal, or it surrounds the organs and other places in the abdomen and body. And that's the dangerous fat that the doctors are telling us about. That fat it's actually a survival issue. It gives us energy when we don't have food, basically. But if you have too much of it, what happens is it produces inflammatory chemicals. It disrupts the hormones and insulin process. So it can really be something that causes a lot of problems. And activating the vagus nerve actually helps metabolize that visceral fat. So that's really helpful in a healing process. So the new product is called Vericel. It's about communication, but it's related very much to the gut. But also that means it's working with the immune system. And it turns out that 70% of our immune system lives in the gut. So the healthier your gut is, the better your immune system is going to function. The other problem we have with our immune functioning is that our cells, in that cell-to-cell communication, some of those cells are the immune cells themselves, and they're coming through the body and they're checking with condition of all of the cells that we have in our body. And basically what they're trying to determine is everything inside that cell stuff that's supposed to be there? Or is there something there that isn't there and needs to be taken care of? The immune cell communicates with the interior of the cell via what's called phytoglycans. Excuse me. That's not right. Glycoproteins. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of something else. There's 8 of these glycoproteins ideally on the surface of all of our cells, and those are integral to that communication between the immune cell and what's inside the cell. And just like the vagus nerve, in our world with inflammation, poor diets, and all of that, a lot of people don't have those glycoproteins that they should have. So there's a deficiency there. And these deficiencies, as well as the inflammation with the vagus nerve, are caused by ultra-processed foods, abundance of sugar. We got sugar everywhere. A lot of our food is prepared with seed oils instead of real fats. We've got a problem with soil depletion. So our food does not have the nutrients that it really should have or used to have. And we've also got a drug-first medicine practice with our medical world, where the drugs they're giving us they're not really curative. They just manage symptoms or suppress symptoms. And ironically, some of those medications actually create inflammation themselves. So these are the issues that these products can help resolve, if you will. And the other issue with the Vericel is that it has 3 prebiotics, and a prebiotic is the food that the bacteria in your gut feeds on and makes them healthy. And if you can get those little boogers healthy, then your gut is going to be healthier. And that also improves communication to the brain through the vagus nerve, which I've already covered. So we're attacking this communication system from various different ways. And this Vericel turns out to be a really good product for people who have leaky gut, because it helps rebuild that gut lining. And so that leaky gut, we got some things in the gut that are really good for the gut, but you don't want them leaking into the blood system. And I've got a sorry, I let my battery run down. Well, I'll just cap that part by saying it's really good for people with leaky gut. That's really in a nutshell what these products do. I don't know what my time situation is.
Well, if you want, you have about a little over 4 minutes left. If I want to open it up, see if anybody has any questions.
Sure, that'd be great.
Ruben has his hand up. Ruben.
Yes, Jay, you hit on a very, very timely and subject matter, because, as you know, we have people here that are in the health and wellness field. Thank God they are, because I came from big pharma. Pfizer Pharmaceuticals was my main contribution, I guess, to the big profit items that they do have, that the doctors use, attempting to, I guess, regulate what we have. But thank God we have you and everybody else in this room. Plus, we have a new partner. It's called AI.
Yeah.
That can provide us the armament, because when we walk into the doctor's office, if anything, we get maybe 15 minutes before they say, oh, by the way, when you walk out, don't forget to pay your copay. Essentially that whole system needs to be revised. But at least we have a partner, you and everybody else, with their beautiful products. But we have the knowledge now to treat ourselves. Thank you.
Thanks, Ruben. That's true. And I did want to mention that, this product has no nutritional value. So you still need to have a good diet. You still need to take the supplements. Those are available with some of the folks in this group. Please eat well, take your supplements. You don't want to be trying to pump air into a tire that's already got a big hole in it. So,
Dee, do you still have a question? I saw your hand up. Or was that by accident?
No, it was actually there. So
I think Natalie has a hand up.
Dee's asking a question.
So,
Jay,
yeah, we're having a hard time hearing you, Dee. You're really quiet.
I'll pass.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Natalie, you had a question? Is that what it was about? That you
No, that was my cursor that was hanging over.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anybody else have any questions? Well, Jay, I have a question for you. Do you have a personal testimonial about the product for yourself?
Yeah, the fix. The varicell's too early for me to have a personal experience with yet, but I have started taking it. The fix uh, really cleaned up my digestion. Uh, and as evidenced by my trips to the bathroom, and I shouldn't have to explain that to anyone. Uh, and I have another comment about that too. We tell people this is not a quick fix. It takes a while for it to resolve what took decades to build. I did not get a response from Fix for about 4 months. I was in month 4 before I noticed a substantial difference in my digestion. So I tell people if you're not prepared to take at least 3 months or even 6 months to use these products, probably best save your time and money. But what it's doing all of that time is it's building that foundational health that you need, and it eventually will show up in a noticeable way.
The body is an amazing thing, that how that you can have years and years of damage, but if you do the right things, God is able to heal that, with the right tools in place. You can have a house sitting there that's just completely falling apart, but you get a team like our group here of all these health and wellness people. You get a good team of people around you, and hammers and nails, and do some repairs. There's hope for all of us. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
that
all.
presentation, Jay. I'm glad we had some time at the end there for Q&A. I encourage all of you to reach out to Jay and connect on Alignable, LinkedIn, wherever you can find him, and Facebook. Like and share his information. If you know anybody who can use his products, please share his information with them, and also set up one-to-ones, not just with him, but with each other as well. And I'm going to end with our inspirational thought. It comes from a book that I'm reading right now by Michael Abrashoff. The book is called It's Your Ship, and there's a lot of really good information in this book. One of his quotes in the book is, if you want to change attitude, start with changing behavior. In fact, the behavior becomes first. The behavior comes first, then the attitudes. If you're in any type of leadership role, I highly encourage you to read this book. He took the worst ship in the Navy and turned it around to be the best ship in the Navy. And the tips and things that he shares about his management techniques are just very good. Very, very good. And then I'm going to stop sharing here. I want to thank everybody for being here today and open it up for announcements and testimonials. So let's see. First, let's start with testimonials. We don't usually get too many testimonials. Does anybody want to share? I will share. I had a wonderful one-to-one with Mike. I missed last month's your what was it called again? Your workshop that you have, the storytelling for solopreneurs, but I hope to make it this month.
This month, Angela, so you're better off this month. I appreciate that.
Okay, all right. And so I have that, and then also got to be on Greg's podcast he has for pets, and that was a lot of fun. And yeah, it's great to see Giselle back. Great to see some new faces here. Mary, great to have you. And Dee and Dan. Is this your first time, Dan?
It is, yes.
Okay, great to have you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so any announcements? Oh, Giselle, you had something?
I just have a question. Does Greg have an email or phone number? There's no contact info for Greg.
Yes, I did put them in the chat, but I can put them.
You did? Oh, I didn't see it at all.
Yeah, just copy and paste it and put it in there at the bottom. Maybe it'll be easier for her to find it that way.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. I see it now. Okay, thank you.
Ruben, you have
I
Yes,
just wanted to say that I appreciate Jay's emphasizing the vagus nerve, because most people have no idea that our gut and our brain are so closely connected. And when we say we have a gut feeling, it's our brain talking too. And I just wanted to say, I always enjoy being here, but the next 2 weeks I'm going to be in Tennessee with my family, so I'm not promising to get on because I might be out and about with my kids.
Is that with the new
trip?
Pardon?
Is that going to be to visit the new grandbaby?
There is a great grandbaby that I will see Thursday, who I have not yet seen, but he's like 3 months old now. 3 months, 3 months in 9-month clothes. And
grandbabies, they've got to come and say hi to here. There you go.
Look at those cuties.
They're popping in and out of your
Popping in and out.
background.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the egg.
I'll go in the other room until Mimi's done.
Okay. Hey, Angela. Hey, D, do you have your information in the chat, D. Anthony?
It's further up, Ruben.
Okay, let me check. Y'all gonna check. Okay. You got some good things to share there. All the way up. Okay.
Pretty far up.
And I encourage you all to sign up to be Spotlight speakers, even if you're brand new. Gives us an opportunity to get to learn about what you do and in a more detailed way, so we can ask questions like we did with Jay. You have not been a Spotlight speaker yet, we would love to get you on the calendar. And even if you have, I'd like Ruben, I will put you down for not next week, but the following week, because I do have somebody for next week. Let me see who that was, see if they're here. Oh, he left. Let's see.
Peter.
Yeah, Peter.
Yeah, Peter left.
Yeah, Peter had to leave early.
Peter, let's see, the 13th. Yeah, he has the third. I just have to double check with him, but yeah. And I will try to make that form a little simpler. Just fill out what you can. You don't have to fill the whole thing out. It just helps me to be able to look for information I might need.
I got a question for Mary Bibb. Mary, do you have a virtual program?
I do. That was what I talked about a little bit. It's a 6-session online, totally self-paced curriculum for the 17 to 24-year-olds.
Okay, great. Okay. And you have some dates and things like that?
It's self-paced. Right now it's free until the end of June. So anybody wants to, I can put the stuff in the chat for anybody who knows anybody who would like to sign up.
That would be great. Okay.
Yeah. Mary, I don't know if anybody's ever asked you this before, and I hope I don't embarrass you. Does anybody ever, okay, has anybody ever asked you or told you that you look like Melissa Gilbert?
No, I've been told I look like Jamie Lee Curtis.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see a resemblance. Yeah,
I had patients at the hospital who called me. He was at the hospital a lot, so the wife knew my schedule, and so when he hit the hospital, she would call up to the floor and talk to my boss and make sure that I had him. So they used to call me. They said I looked like Jamie Lee Curtis. So when I signed in on the board, I always signed it Jamie when I was there.
Well, you look a lot younger than Sarah Gilbert.
I think I'm older.
Yeah, but she's aged a lot. I saw her yesterday.
Sarah Gilbert or
Melissa Gilbert, sorry.
Melissa Gilbert. No, yeah, you would be her younger sister for sure. Yeah. More like when she was younger. So
yeah.
I was
since she was like what, 7 or something.
She was, and I think I was a little older when I was watching her on Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah.
Mary, did you put the link in for that program for
I'm putting it right now.
Oh, okay.
So I have an announcement. As I shared earlier, so this is for the women. I'm having a Courage on Fire workshop. It's April 23rd. It's online, 8 to 9:30. And the cost for your investment is only $20. So the information is in the chat. All you have to do is click on that and register. And then I will get you the Zoom link that will be on.
All right. Well, I'm going to let everybody say goodbye and stop our recording. Big smiles and big waves.